Hello, Hameds. Thanks for tuning in. You know, something's been bothering me today. I've watched the Wimbledon finals and it was great, Djokovic and fucking Federer. He kicked Federer's arse in the end. The championship shot was brilliant. Anyway, I'm not going into tennis. Bore the fucking pants off everyone. But me and my mum were having this conversation, right, about fucking shite. Like detective programs and all that, right? And her and my stepdad, John, right, they watch bloody Midsummer Murders, right? Brilliant. A lovely little quiet village in the countryside. And guess what? There's mass murders every week! Serial killer on the loose or something. In this little quiet country village. You know what I mean? Bit like fucking Inspector Morse. That's why I didn't like that. This little village in Oxfordshire. Every week there was a fucking psycho on the loose. Come on. That's why I wasn't really a big thing of detective programs and all that and cop fucking series. But I did like the Sweeney. That was good in the 70's because that was gritty and, But Taggart as well. Because at least in Taggart, it's set in Glasgow. You expect loads of murders there and this, that and the other and everyone getting blown away and shit. Not in fucking Oxfordshire and that little village in Midsummer Murders, you know what I mean? It's like Emmerdale, man. A little village in West Yorkshire. You've got fucking plane crashes and fucking mass murders and serial killers and rapists and all the rest of it. You've only got about 5 houses and one pub and a church or something, you know what I mean? All this is going on every fucking single week in Emmerdale. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. Jesus, wet man. But, no, the Sweeney. Watch the fucking Sweeney. That's the best. I watched the remake the other night, the Sweeney. Like the movie Ray Winston. He was Regan. And, I don't know what to make of it. It was good. If you just blot out of your mind the Sweeney from the 70's and all that. Just forget about that and all that. Just think of the new version. And it's good, you'll enjoy it if you just put your mind to it. But it's very dark, it's very bleak, it's very grim. Well, it's a Sweeney. All their episodes were and all. Right, you're nicked, you bastard. Put your pants on your neck. No, was it? Put your trousers on, you're nicked. And you can guarantee in the Sweeney though, in them days, and like the proper 70's Sweeney, the series, because I used to watch it when I was a kid in the 70's, and you can guarantee every single episode they got hammered, like beat up and smacked, and they had big fights, and they always had black eyes and fucking faces hanging off at the end of the show and that. And, well, we got our men in the end. That's what I loved about the Sweeney. They were never untouched. They were always getting beat up. You know, not like Starsky Nuts, which was the same time, but that was the American fucking thing, and you know, there's a lot of American shows then. We only had the Sweeney, the Kojak, fucking Starsky Nuts, Hawaii Five-O, well, which is really not American. Streets of San Francisco, Colombo, fucking bloody hell, all the rest of them and all. Bloody, that one Burt Reynolds was in and all. Dan August, aye. I used to love that, me. It's when Burt Reynolds didn't have a tash. Just like he didn't have in Deliverance. I tell you what, life is a very fun. I tell you something else and all. Life is a very fun. That's another thing and all. I mean, people round where they live round near me mum and all that, none of them work and all that, and I'm not talking about all that again. Oh God. Let's get back onto cop shows, shall we? Fucking hell. Tower of Inferno, I mean, I seen that when it first came out in 1974 at the cinema, at the Odeon in Middlesbrough. I love that film, I did. That was when I wasn't frightened of heights. I am now. But then I wasn't. I was alright then, you know what I mean? Good film that was. And O.J. Simpson was in that. Long before all this fucking shit about him come up, you know. I mean, he's been on 2 trials, hasn't he? Fucking, when he was in that film in 1974, he was like a security guard. He came in one of the rooms with a torch shining around and found the cat and picked the cat up. He saved the cat's life, you know. And that was him. Yeah. And fucking pigeons out there, I tell you what, I'm sick to fuck. I hate them. Get me up every morning to do. Every fucking morning. I'm not impressed with it. I like to lie in till at least 8 p.m. Though, sometimes. Fucking bastard pigeons. You know, I wish I had me fucking... You know, I used to have a really good, powerful air gun it was. It was a fucking, a Webley Olympic. That's what it was. Had a fucking scope on it and that. I bloody split my head open and once fucking trying to shoot it. So I didn't have it on my shoulder. And it just got some recoil when you fire. It's just an air gun and all. Tell you what, powerful as fuck. Once, you remember them old cider bottles? You know, the old English with the brown glass bottles, the litre ones. We went in the woods, found an old one of them, you know, put it on upside down on a branch. 100 yards away, I aimed and it just obliterated it. That's how powerful that comes. Where's a proper hunting one, you know? Proper hunting air rifle. It wasn't a 2.2. Not a 2. This was like fucking a good one. Webley Olympic, it was a good one that. Anyway, I don't know, what the fuck am I on about? Just talking about this and talking about that, you know. I'm picking some bad ideas up of somebody, I don't know who, but somebody is making me talk all this shit. See you later, hamheads.